sensitive steps. These do the calibration. Requires a test field. Basically, it's we need a lot of work, and we measure, take the pictures and measure from the image, and calculate the camera distortion focus.
I'm just gonna call in here also so I can hear better.
Yeah.
Moment. Able to actually show us what you do? Would that be possible?
Yes or no? For the first step, right, we do not have anything to measure.
Think you could show us? Like maybe you could bring up the file and talk about that.
Yes. Just here. Some files here. So how can I share the screen to you? My screen or not?
No.
Do I understand?
Share my desktop.
Okay.
Muted it. No, talk. Is it saying
I saw the button and then it disappeared. So let me try to find where is that button. That's the original one.
so something? You get the box like remote into the desktop.
Yeah. Let's show me that first. I open the system parameter file here. This is the V11 parameter from the. So.
Is there, I was going to go over this first, but is there a program that you could show us that you use to set this?
Yeah.
Okay, can you show it? Will you be able to show us that after this?
Okay, first I show you where this is calculated. This is the parameter file. The first part here. This is the first two. Let's take this one. Part we have system parameter file. So this is for the forward camera. We have camera L and R. Left forward and right forward. And I highlighted the area here. That's basically the define pixel size and the pixel for the image, and the center for the center of the camera, and also the focal length.
Again, please. comes after the pixel size? What comes with the pixel size?
The center point of the camera is and the focus length.
The focus length?
Yeah, that one, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And the next,
Okay. What first one? Of that 6.
For this date, pixel size of the number of pixels is 1600 by 1200. And
Okay.
this is
It's by inches or it's by pixels?
this pixel number of pixels.
Okay, the number after that.
That's the size of the pixel size. That's unit.
Okay.
Okay, the center of the camera.
Is it inches or centimeter?
Millimeter.
Centimeters. Millimeters, sorry.
Yeah. Then we have 6 camera parameters.
6 parameters.
It defines the distortion of the camera.
Distortion, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And type of the camera calibration is just determine the camera parameters. So that basically is the focus, center camera and the distortion.
Okay.
So this usually we have
It's shift of the from the center point. Yeah, from the center point.
usually we take maybe like around 10 pixels test field. And we have like 30 or 40 points and all the exact coordinates of that point.
And you take 10 pictures and
from directions and different locations.
Locations are same.
I mean, we used to have a test field in Columbus, Ohio. In that test field, basically we have let's find if we have a picture of here. Just like not here. Picture here. Try to see if I have a picture here. Maybe next one. Let me double check here. No. Okay. So we have a here test. We have maybe no. Let's check. No, I don't have the picture of the test bed here. We have a test bed that we have maybe 60 points on the wall. So it's better if we have the points not on the same plane. So Yes, we have another set of points. It's in the different depth for the camera. Three-dimensional points, and we take the picture from different location at a different angle. Around like 10 pictures. Afterwards, what is the pictures from the in the test field.
In the
Okay. Well, calibration field has a test field. It consists of lot of dots because it's easier to measure and it's more accurate to measure.
what measure?
Oh no, we have. Okay, let's take this up. Let's first one. We need a test field. It has we know all the objects location on the test field. It can be some marks on the wall.
Okay, you're saying that you take 10 images, have something in there like, are you talking like a stop sign those images, or are you talking
No,
about...
it's not like sorry. Yes. Well, I know that we put like 30 points on the wall, and it's
You're just saying that's on the wall. You project it onto the wall?
it's on the wall, and then we know that location.
Like dials or windows?
And, let me see if I can find a picture
Like
of that.
square boxes?
Okay. To calculate the camera focus and display all these parameters, use it to take some pictures of the well-known objects.
Objects or no objects?
The object, you have to know their location exactly. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Okay.
Are you talking that for no hair geometry, you put a wall out or inches of geometry? Yes.
No, yes, that's similar. Basically, you put, let's say, you put 30 on the wall. It's and then you measure the exact location of the dot. And you make some marks on the wall. And you measure afterwards. You just measure exactly the location of the dot. And you know the coordinate of the dot. To have that dot in the two and in the three dimensional. So usually we have like two layers. Because one layer will be not accurate for the first lens. So if you have two layers of the dot, that's accurate for the focus lens.
So for the focus lens, you do one, the old one and then a new one? Or what's the first for again?
The laser, what I said is the dot or the point on the, you usually have like a three-dimensional object. And after that, you measure the coordinate. So you know exactly where the dot, where the exact location. You take the picture of that dot. Then you do the triangulation, and then you can calculate the part for the camera.
And you find the new location, and then you calculate it for the camera?
Yeah.
Guangping.
And what I show you here is for that what I have here. Okay, this is page 11A.
Right here.
Yeah, so this is a 1A camera. To calculate this is a format, it is called ATX format. In this file, the camera parameter here.
The same thing we're seeing in the system file right there.
This is the initial value.
Okay, initial value. Right.
This is you just estimate first, so this is the initial value. The next one is the image. So this is basically that you take the image and where is the location of the image and the direction of the images. This is the initial value.
Okay, and that's where the direction of the camera is at?
Yeah, means we take the picture and you estimate where the camera location and which direction the camera points. So like see here, so this is I have the pictures I use. What took like between 30 different pictures. We did 8 pictures to use for that purpose. The different direction and the different locations. This is the first one here is that the name. This X, Y, Z coordinate, and this is direction, each of rotations, and this is camera A. For each camera, let's say this is for camera A, and all the the highlight you can see that this is image point. So this is from image 1, and the dots or the mark's name. So the next line is, and this is the coordinate on the image. So just measure that where no object from the image. And it's here got the image coordinate. That is on 13. And measure this for every point. And here we have the color. So basically that's the coordinate of the dots on the wall. So this is point 13. So this is the coordinate on the wall. And look at the coordinate here. This part, the Z is 0. And we have some other points. So this is the difference. This point something. So this is on the wall, and we have another object. Another object is almost parallel to the wall, but it's from different layers.
That is the image number, the two directions, and then 0 again.
Okay.
Where it differs.
This is the camera calibration. So we have 3 functions. One is camera parameter. This is the initial value. And another part is image location. This is also initial value. Basically, this two, the second part will be calculated during the adjustment. The image point, the image coordinate here. This is measured from the image. And for each dot have a name, so this is unique. Every time we measure dot and you need to give name. Say, okay, what's the name of that point?
Okay, so the name right there.
Yes. this one has to be matched with the control point. So even it says it's 13, and the we know the unit enter the coordinate as 13. We have this, and it must be in this format. So after we have this format and the programmer, and the first two sections will be adjusted, and you get more accurate values.
You said you wrote that into a program, and you get a more accurate number?
Yes.
Okay. What program is that by chance?
It's called it's called SVA. You talk about different things with it. So the camera calibration, that's basically take that APX file and let's show you here. These are the files here. That APX file, it says that we have one camera, 102 image points. So we have 53 control points. We have 8 images. Right here. It basically says this is sigma. What the difference after the adjustment for that every image point. And then what it does is create an APX file. It classifies in almost the same exact format. So the APX file, it's exactly in the same format. Here you basically have the more accurate value for that image, for that camera.
Okay, that's what you put into the system file, that thing right there?
In the system parameter file, you see we have part here error. So basically, this comes from here. Come from here. So this is the camera parameter file. This program, for this procedure, so you have a lot of initial values there, because initial value usually you don't know how accurate it is. You first you one camera, one image by one image. Until until initial value get close and to run it for all the cameras, all the images together. Most times, at the beginning, the initial value is not good enough, and then you need to check the type and make sure close, and then you can do the adjustment.
Okay, what are the adjustments on, you said?
You are doing the first camera by one camera, one image by image.
Okay, one image by one image.
Yeah, because if you run the images together, the chances are it just said program they do not good enough, so it cannot calculate.
The program do you use to get these points and measure the points and everything?
Another program we use to measure the images is this one. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. This was the program for some reason it didn't run right now on this computer. This one for why this kind. This program basically does is on this computer here, for some reason I haven't used it. This is new computer. I haven't used this program before. This machine. It basically you just take that images by one, and when we measure on that image, you give that image name 1, 2, or 3, or 15, and then it will require the image coordinate. Yeah. And on this program on the other computer, for some reason right now, it's still on this machine. It's a simple program. You can zoom the image and zoom out the image. The images on the screen. You can zoom the image, and when you click on the on that mark on the image, it gives you the coordinate of the image. So it gives the name of the image.
The name of the image.
And after the measurement, then you have that. The output for that image is called the IPX file. I can show you here. This is combined. Okay. Now you see this is image 1. You can give the image name and the point number and the image picture number. So from that measurement program, we basically get this number. Image name, image point number, and the picture number. All the dots we measure. Also, from this IPX file, we have to convert the to the coordinate and use the millimeters. If you look here, the picture in that ATX file requires the all the coordinate in the in the millimeter. And measured from that program is the all the numbers. It's the fixed numbers. So convert this to the millimeter. You can convert here. It's called ICX to ICF convert. And after the converter, then you have that ITX file. Then just copy over to that ITX file. And after the after arrangement is done, the ITX file and you run with this part is called calibration, camera calibration. That's the first step. And this is for every camera. So have 6 cameras and for every camera.
Okay, so you do this for every camera.
Yes.
Right.
After the step, then we do the for the next step, qualitative orientation. That is the other step, and basically it determines the relative orientation between 2 cameras. It decides the relative orientation of the camera.
Okay.
And the orientation is basically relative orientation. If you look on this system private file, it's the first line. It's right. It has the base between the distance between 2 cameras and also the 5 parameters between cameras. This measurement, what we do is we take some images from the actual drive. Only service data and the image extraction software that measure the measure maybe like 50 or 6 points and then calculate this total the orientation. I can leave it here. Activity extraction software. So we need to open the calibration feature definition file. In this project file, this is what called the calibration TLS file. Basically, we have let's RR distance RR. We call RR point is called the relative orientation point. This feature is basically just measure up on the left and right images. Let's get an example from here. For this example, I have 3 files, all the files. All the points are measured from this for left side camera and city camera. Let's right left over camera. So for example, I got 61 points. So you have this calibration, you just basically need to measure where exactly the points are. Dot here, this very small dot here. You can measure it exactly on the left and right. Measure the points distributed on the of the images. After you measure all this, let's get some other points just to show where what kind of points you got. Like I measured this dot at the top of this call.
But this is where you're going to use on that here. You're operating the geometry of 2 cameras, correct?
This is a relative orientation is just for 2 cameras. The relative orientation is just calibration for the camera pair.
Relative orientation is what he's saying. What is it? Oh, relative orientation.
Is it the second one?
Is it the first and second one, the left and right, correct?
It's left and right.
Yeah, correct. That is the first.
So we do it for the camera A, B, and camera R, and also camera C, D.
Okay, he was doing L and R together, A, B together, and C, D together. From when you put 2 points, that's cool. I get 2, like, I saw a crack, and try to put them at the exact same spot.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
You measure where there's the exact location.
You measure where the exact location is.
Yeah. So this will be measured on the so for the orientation, basically just measure the exact left and right, just making sure it's the same object from left and right.
Okay, why it's good to have some stop signs and trees, and you can actually use as an object to mark.
Even for example, sometimes it's like something like the dust on the ground is on fire. The of the building or anything as long as you can measure accurately.
How many points of these do you have to put, would you say, per camera? Do you have to do about 60 of them?
Yes. I mean, from over 30 should be good, but usually I do like around 60.
Okay. And you pretty much get the object, you get and then what do you do with it now?
Measure, and this is in the octa file. This is the feature extraction software, so it basically stores the data in the octa file.
So you just take it, you said you just make it the output file then?
I mean, because the data measured from this program, from the feature extraction, is in the octa file.
Okay.
And it is the same also for the third calibration. If you look at what happens in the features here, they all point that means basically is relative orientation point. It's just left to right. And also have the only point. This is the offset for the calculated offset. In that, what we're doing is
What are those
for the third part of calibration. Yeah, offset, and that is basically determines the offset between yes, between the pair and the GPS and the inertial system.
So it's between the image, the GPS, and the video?
Yeah. Have three types of the object. This is for the third one. One is horizontal corridor. So that basically means let's say you have a surface, you made 2 points, and basically this is in the same group line. And
what you did for the vertical?
okay, I can show you here. So it's basically shows, okay. The purpose for this one is to make the parameter more accurate. So you can select some points. Okay, you can say this point on the here and then here is horizontal line. So they should be the same. So measure this point and measure this point, and each as all horizontal points. And also you have another type which is also vertical point. So basically just say, okay, I have points that have the same line. Like example, you measure the color of the building, top of the building and the bottom of the building. And this thing should be same x, y. And we have also another type of point is called OC point. So this is the same point. Let's say you measure a thing from different objects, different pairs. But you can, I mean, measure, for example, like this point here. Like point. this is a point, and then you merge another one. So you come here, point. So that's 2 points. Maybe like 3 or 4 points sometimes. And at the end is okay, this is the end. So the calibration basically will take this point and what the difference between the cameras.
And that's once you do the output file, I'm guessing that type calculate something else.
Right. And then after you save all the data you measured, from here will be saved as opt file.
So what do you do to save it? I'm just curious.
Okay. Opt file. And then standard opt file. And the program here will have another function called output to the APX format. So this function basically transfers the output file to the APX format.
Okay, the output and make it to APX format.
Yes, and this was just a part of the APX format because APX format also has the other part. So the manually match the format and then you do the calibration.
Okay, make it to APX format. Is it good from there, or is that just go into the actual camera APX?
So the relative orientation, you have a measured unit and then you have an offset file for each pair. And then also you have that each pair for the offset.
So first you're saying you combine all three into one major APX
No,
file.
do it one by one.
Well, I was going to say you get one file at a time, but then at the very end you combine them together.
That's correct.
Okay, I'll confirm.
After you have the correct IPX file, then you run the relative orientation. So that you get the relative parameter between two cameras.
Okay, so the output is for the offset, but you do the relative orientation, or
yes.
And then you have relative orientation for the actual. That's for also the output for relative orientation, or is the APX? Sorry.
The output file, I mean, output file measured from the feature extraction software has the OUT format.
I first do the to APX for both the relative orientation and offset, and then you run in the relative orientation or offset calculator.
Right.
And they have a separate. Those are two separate files at that time still. And then you have your camera calibration also, and then you combine it into one APX file or one file.
But then you need to do it the right order because the relative orientation with the camera calibration parameter. Offset will need the relative orientation also. So in that right order.
What is the camera offset? Is it what is it? Shift to relative to what?
First thing, after you do the relative orientation, you unlock the relative position between left and right. So you do what's that offset? What's the direction offset? The offset to the distance and inertial system. And use that constraint.
You mean like the offset?
Let's say, like when this point is here. and was from a different image pair.
In Guangping. By offset. Sorry, that's just what the offset is. Can they explain what each thing means?
Okay, with camera, they like reach it. Two cameras, the amount reach it, yes, on one bar.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
Then, what is it offset? Is it
Offset is a different, let's say,
from
bar?
okay,
what's actually Guangping?
okay.
Location, is there a middle point and then they're shifting this way?
Yeah.
This is offset.
Yeah, he's going to explain it.
Okay, offset is basically this with yeah.
It is, yes.
Is that why the
Yeah, that's XYZ. And here is the three rotation.
what is that now?
Rotation.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yes, but
When Guangping.
I assume, okay, offset relative to what? What move relative to what? Like
Oh, saying like here's the point that's offset relative to here.
yeah. This is camera. Yes, we already calculate the orientation. Like we know. Yes.
What offset relative to?
Okay. The offset is the position offset is relative to the GPS location. So the GPS antenna.
Antenna. That's so it's the GPS antenna. There you go.
And the rotation is based on the initial system.
And the initial system?
Initial system.
Yeah. What units is that?
What units are the first, or is that negative 714
Meters.
meters?
And also, for this
Systematical antenna.
Is it the offset of the whole system relative to the antenna? Is
right, the left, right.
Okay, this measurement, is it from the image or he just measured?
the first XYZ for that, is that from the image? Or what from?
This was measured in the test.
Measures. What's it?
Is that what you said you measure it?
I mean, the actual, for example, for the first, basically the first three, we get the value from the, you got test measurement from the camera.
Camera. Taking measurements, right?
And like the XYZ, because
Right.
right, you see it from the camera center to the
So that's what you're showing us in the feature extraction. When you made that point to point, that's where it took measurement of what the offset would be.
the collision that offset is measured from the image that is not systematic error, so you can't depend on that. The thing you can measure the use the tape from the camera to GPS antenna. That's the duration because you can measure that due to the duration, so that will be calculated based on the image.
So he's saying that the three are from the image being measured, and then the GPS location and the IMU measures it out to what is
Based on the GPS location.
the GPS location. Location based on the image, you're saying, right?
Yes, it's calculated from the images.
Okay, and that the rotation is calculated from the images.
these three?
Yeah, it's calculated from the GPS. What do you get that from? Is that from like knowing where the location of the GPS device is, where the cameras are?
Yeah, you just where is the theater.
It's a set value. So pretty much that one is because it's
Right.
if the cameras are not moved and we do like aperture and stuff, then you don't even need to really mess with those first three because that's measuring it from the
Correct.
to the camera. So you literally have to physically measure it.
Correct.
Yes, correct. You're completely correct on that.
And that's for every camera pair.
Yes, that's what he makes from the images. Where are we at now?
Okay. After in the feature extraction software, you do the measurements for the calibration, for the orientation, and also for the offset.
For orientation and offset, you did all the measurements. And there's, you say you do about 60 points of each?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also basically you measure like that's the same point you measure from the 15 inch pair. Have like 4, 5, 6 different points, and each measure from like 12 inch pair.
We're talking about. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Okay, so repeat that. For the electrical orientation, you measure the point. You make 60 points of that.
Okay, 6 points of those.
Yes.
The OC points do you do?
Also, maybe you have like 5.
5 points?
Yeah, and you have maybe you could measure from like 3 images, from 3 different images pair.
Okay. And then and then on top of the OC points, you do OC horizontal and OC vertical, don't you? Or am I?
You maybe have like 1 or 2. That's just the OC point is more important.
The vertical is more important.
OC point is more important. You have like 1 or 2 each, horizontal point and the vertical point.
Okay, 1 or 2 of horizontal and vertical. A vertical, you said you measure from like I see a tree. I measure from the top of the tree to the bottom, and in the other image, right?
The horizontal point means its point is has the same elevation, and the vertical point means it's vertical like a vertical of the building.
Yeah.
Parameters.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get that. What is the parameters? Or yeah.
Ground parameter is this is we did that quite simple here. It measures the from for the camera only.
You said that from this is what you get the ground parameters from the front cameras only?
The ground parameter is only for the left forward camera.
I think we just measure physically.
Yeah.
So that pretty much it's just from the cameras to the ground.
Right.
So like if I switch out the camera, we got bigger cameras. Let's just say I would measure from either measure from the top or the bottom of the lens to the ground.
Oh.
Lens to the ground. And
yeah.
And that'd be in meters?
Meters.
This is
image geometry is that? Already.
this is from the ground.
Okay. Well, go back to the system part file for a second.
Okay.
She gets the 2.197. She understands what that is. Now, what's the 809, 800, and the 315? What's that mean?
Okay. This is a basic, that is vantage point. That is with the camera is forward, and that's the center of the camera, and then I did the rotation. So you just depend on the geometry and the rotate it to the ground. To the ground.
This is, I got projected to the ground part, so it's far I can see.
It's the usual well the horizontal line intersected on the image.
It's the horizontal line of what?
Yeah.
So what is? Does that make sense to you? Okay. So horizontal line in the image, does that mean it's kind of like what it can see horizontal, like what I see at the very back, like how far, or I can, so it's how far and pretty much that camera can see vertically. I see from the ground to about 8 to 9 meters up is pretty much saying. Okay, other ones, I'm guessing horizontally, seeing you can see about 315 meters across in the image.
And 800 that's horizontal, and the 300 something that is the vertical. Vertical coordinate.
From the coordinate? Oh, how much? 3 meters from what coordinate?
That's images.
That's how many images? Sorry, I'm not getting this.
Okay, maybe yeah, I think what I can do is the location where all the points was pointed to the center line. If you look at the image, all the legs should be joined together at very far away.
I'm going to type that out. I'm still not. I'm seeing that one. Did you know?
It's like horizontal location.
Or you it's more like horizontal location?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. First, it's where all horizontal line was 1 point.
Right.
The full and horizontal line come to 1 point.
Okay. All the center line will go come to the 1 point. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of that. What do they call it? Epicenter? Yeah. When you do a perspective image, it's that.
The line is going to the
Okay. Yeah. So it's where all the lines come into that one location. So that's where
right.
Pretty much the center point of the image is, and everything moves away back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. So yeah, what I think is what it is. Where all the lines come into that one point.
What is this?
And then that 2.197, that's the distance to the ground?
Right, distance from the camera to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct on that. The distance from the camera to the ground.
And this,
The you said the 809 and the 315 were both in meters also? Yes.
Oh, no, the
Are they in
pixel.
meters or pixels?
Pixel.
Pixels. Okay, 2 is in meters.
Right.
Oh, 2 is in meters. And that rotation offset.
That's the rotation of the camera. I did show that look at it exactly how I calculate that part in the program. So that's the rotation for the camera.
Rotation offset. So, I mean, is that a physical thing we have to measure, or is that something you measure?
Basically what I did is, okay, you measure from the different images and you should be matched with each other.
So you measure images, and you measure what rotation?
Like you measure the image from this image to the next image, and it's that same point, and then we should be able from the offset.
Going from like, if you want like that 20 degrees that we get, it's pretty
Yeah.
much the distance between, let's just say left, and left front. Is that what you're measuring the difference between, or is it?
The ground parameter is just for the left camera only.
Left camera only.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
You measure from the left camera.
Center or left? Left.
Left.
Okay, so it's whatever the rotates the next image or the next picture is. So what's the difference is between left, and how much we're missing in left front?
The parameter is right. Said between the first the system parameter there and the after the correction for that the one offset difference.
Do you mind if I hold on? Okay. Guangping, I have to use the restroom. Would you mind holding on a second?
Okay.
All right, back.
down?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
So we're trying to get this rotation, what that means down. So we're saying left center, the difference between those are, like literally what the physical distance between those are.
Okay. So this rotation is you have the first camera rotation from there. This is small some offset the first one. Okay. After the rotation from the first camera offset here, we project the kind of point to the ground at the small rotation. So we have the just match the ground part. Ground the ground point with the stereo point.
Yeah, like an XYZ type thing with the offset. The
This is the directional rotation.
Okay. Yeah, there's the camera. You have get your cameras around here.
Yeah.
It's between these two is pretty much what he says that rotation offset is. Left and left front. Offset. And then other than that, that's rotation offset.
Left left.
Left and left center.
Okay.
One thing.
Okay.
Okay. This is top. Okay. From the top.
Yep.
This is left camera. Yes. This is right.
But that'd be right. But let's check. Let's have two extra cameras there. So,
Move like this.
yep, one goes that way, and then one goes
Then rotation offset is for the best.
between one and two. Between both.
This time. Okay.
Yep. So I think it's that's directional. Well, offset rotation is directional. Three numbers.
Yes.
Directional. So you're saying that's a very small angle.
If it's left and left. On the top it should be just.
Almost. I think that's what
Okay.
it is. So it's from the image left, an image left,
Right.
not physical. So you
Right.
whatever. So it's just a very small amount, and that's why you
Right.
say that small amount.
How camera typically? One camera on the top of another camera?
When the image, I'll have an image like this, and this camera will have maybe inches of this, but you have that little space I think that's missing. That's what he's calculating.
Yeah, but camera on the vehicle. I forgot how they put it. Okay, this is left. This is left right. Where they like that?
No, they counting it like this. So left center, left. So they're separated. They're on top of each other. And I don't. So I'm paying understanding the rotation offset. Is that when you have the image? Let's say the image 1, image 2. Image 1's gonna be left. Image 2's gonna be left center. It's gonna be the space missing between those images. There's that little bit of space that's missing, or what is this?
So first we have after the calibration, like the forward camera, we have the offset from the if the product camera is already adjusted to the location, it's already from and the signal rotation here is do some correcting for the first one, just for the ground part.
Just for that one camera,
Yeah.
correcting the offset between center and left.
So just for the ground part with on there.
Left part only.
Right.
So calculated then? You take offset of what?
Is a measure of the point on the ground and the from the ground and then you see the difference. And this was just adjustment from here.
The offset from above.
Basically, it's just like the same point made from the different places should be the same.
But one's just a separate, so there's kind of, you say 4 different offsets. You got the L, A, B, C,
Right.
and then you got then the left.
Correction for the ground, yes.
The center one is just the X, Y, Z of that offset.
Right, yeah.
So you'd be doing, honestly, so you'd be doing just another offset points for just the left one and the left center.
Right.
So instead of, you just do like LR, it'd be like the mirror of, let me think, like A and L. That's what the difference is. It'd be what the offset is, A and L. So the idea, but all you have is directional. I'm sure Bill might be explaining that one a little bit better.
Okay.
If he's a little more into images than what we.
I think another important thing is because format here, different parts will use different. It's in the same format, but it's every maybe have a different format.
Each different format.
And some like sections, for example, the camera, I always define like this: camera, image, and content, and all this the features of the points here. And APX side, it's limited and it's confused sometimes. So you can look and see if you have questions and we can solve that.
All right, just say there's a format to it. Is that's what you're just showing
No,
us there?
what I said is because we are dealing with a different set of the calibrations, so we have different focus. Yes, like you have control points.
So you don't have to follow the same 1s and 13s. I don't have to use the exact same image. I can use different images.
And with the calibration, we need to also clarify this format because camera calibration here that is a little bit different than the relative orientation. It's called APX file, but that each requires different sections.
Those get added differently. They're not.
If you look at the format, so it's you can look at this format and because sometimes it's confused. So maybe the best is use this as the we can go through the question by step by step. format here, this is system parameter file. I think you know that format.
Yeah.
And the different calibration basically will just come up with each set for the and will come at the end of the basically will just have that system part.
So you're just telling me that all we do is just copy things in, and then you get the system file.
Yes.
For example, you do all this. Yeah. So
right.
Just when you get done, said and done, you copy that left, right for the O and R, and the left, right.
Right.
I say you have the system part. That's for me. That's just for camera O and R. You get the system pointers for me. That's for A, B, then stuff like that.
Right. And we talk about if you have multiple systems, the first system is like this, and the next system will have one, and then if you have third one, then you will start with a two. Merge them together, then you just use that.
Yeah, what we did over the weekend.
Right.
Okay.
Also, after do a calibration, usually you can charge the camera, or if you take the install the camera, usually don't charge.
So you said if we take off the camera, put the camera back on, it does change?
Yes, if you if camera off, that usually if you back on, then it will change.
No change. I take it off, angle less. I don't touch the focus or aperture. I put it back on. Nothing change.
I think unless it's necessary, do not charge the take the camera off.
Tell me, to calibrate the camera, we do it step by step. So we calibrate each camera, and this is line 4 from the top, and this is distortion of each camera. We can put that on the wall, for example, and like measurements between us, measurements on picture, we like digest it through the matrix, through the linear algebra matrices, and getting out distortion. And this line 4.
Okay, you said line 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You mean
yeah.
This
was each camera distortion.
Yeah.
Taking a static piece of no geometry, put it through the
I can show you some.
calculation is like linear algebra or like distortion matrix. I will say it's linear transformation. We put it through linear transformation because we know geometry on the wall and we now know geometry on the image. Everything is like it remains like linear transformation. We calculating this linear transformation and then we get this distortion.
Okay. Those matrices or the format here are the equations that I can give you. That I have some papers and that I can send it to you for that.
Okay, you were talking about like getting a program to do that, or what were you? You're just confirming it does that?
Yeah.
Just confirming.
Yeah.
Okay. Just kind of confirming that that's what you use like something to do that, right?
There. Here.
We need to just mount on the rigid bar or no?
Yeah, they're on a solid bar.
On the solid bar. So camera on solid bar. Then we don't need for some step. We don't need car. We don't need anything. Two cameras on the solid bar. If you choose, if you
put the cameras into the solid box. Then this part will be sent.
Yeah, okay. In these two steps, we making pictures with these two cameras, determine rotation from this camera, like rotation. We measure X, Y, Z. It's like 0, 0, 0. Let's say 0, 0, 0. We measure X, Y, Z. Technically, it's only X.
Oh, okay. This is a relative relative position and orientation between the two cameras.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she's asking.
So basically, these 5 parameters that will calculate.
If we making images and calculating through the algebra how rotate, yes? Rotation of cameras.
Right. This is okay. The object point and the left camera, left image point and right image point. This point is in the plan. So that is just continue to parameter.
Okay. Down this bar we get. Then we need to connect this bar with GPS system, and it's where we calculate our offset. Those 3 measurements we do physically, like the measure.
No, the offset that this is the the relative like between two cameras. And this is for the and the camera itself, the distortion and the lens of it.
Yeah, but we did it first step. First step we do with the camera, we calculate distortion.
The camera calculated each camera individually.
It's steps, and what we do is we calculate distortion.
First asking, is that the first step you do when you get this stuff? You do distortion.
Right.
That is. No, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay.
Step you do the left and right for LR. Okay. And now third step you do offset.
Right.
Doing adjustment. Okay, it's like focal length of camera. We doing adjustment, or we take it like in steps, or we also calculate focal length and delta. Same 8.3 and 0.54 minus 0.18 for those factors. From the specification of camera, or we also adjust this parameter.
Can you repeat one more time?
Sorry, right? Talking about figure 2. Figure L, just where it says L for the first letter, it's the last 3 she was talking about.
The last one, that's the focal length.
Yeah, the calculated also the camera will have specification with. They will also calculate all the 3 parameters. Yes, sheet and camera focal length.
Okay.
Really shift the focal length is pretty much.
It's correct. That 3 parameters plus mix one together.
Yeah.
So this parameter here is for the distortion. The last 3, that's the vector x, y, and the focal length. So we calculate it together.
You just wondering what those things are. I'm not quite wondering.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't calculate like 1600 and 1200 is specification of our camera.
what do you say? Say one more time.
I'm saying that we don't calculate. Okay, we have 8, 0, 9, 12. This is date. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Look.
Yeah, 1 second, Guangping.
Okay. We're not calculating this.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Specification and this is specification.
yeah. She's just wondering. We're not calculating in the resolution of the 1600 by 1200. We're calculating in the millimeters and the pixels. So is what she's asking. We don't calculate those into this.
No, this is fixed. We have a camera at the beginning. What's the biggest size? So from the manufacturer, they give us.
Okay, those don't calculate into the algorithm at all.
No. This will be used because this number will be used. We use usually extraction software. We adopt like on the image and you use this number to convert the coordinates to the millimeter.
Okay. All I need is a yes or no that we use those in the what are you trying to get?
I mean, we use it in the mix, but it is constant. We use it like constant.
Yeah, it's a constant that comes with the cameras. These are preset with whatever cameras we get.
Yes.
It's constant. So matter.
Yes. Yes. It's
some the cameras. The same cameras, those would be the same if we use the exact same cameras.
Yes.
Next parameters. Do we keep this constant?
And the next two parameters are those two constant, the 0.13544 and the -0.2613. Are those constant? If you after the pixel size,
yes.
the delta ones.
Oh, this is not constant.
Constant?
No.
Okay.
Only that the first one is date. This how the pixels and the pixel size. This is constant. You see on the area here.
Okay. That's what we thought. Okay. What else? Pretty much do it. And have questions during it, I'm guessing. Okay. I was wondering, when are you become a consultant, anyways? First of the
Right, like first of the year, yeah.
Let's say Lorena is, if she has questions. I mean, how I know you're not going to be available 24/7 or as available you are now. Like, would you be available for stuff? Like, would we be better for you, or you're not sure yet?
Maybe I still need to talk to Dawan about that.
Oh.
And I know we have nothing concrete.
Go ahead.
That's basically I told him in October that I thought from January 1st I would do something different. So after January 1st, I mean, if you have questions, I will still happy to solve that problem.
Will you be able to answer questions after the first, or are you saying you won't be as really available at all?
I'm available for some questions, yeah.
So it'll be available for questions, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I haven't talked to you for a long time.
She hasn't talked to you for a long time.
Let me too.
Unless you need to show us about this, or
This is this part is it's a confused, but I think maybe and then if I have think about it, if I have questions, yeah.
There was a program you were looking for. Do you know what it's called, and would you think you would have it?
I send all this program to share. When the source code and execute the programs, and I will write to the CD and send it to you.
Oh, you'll email me programs or send them to me?
Right.
Is this something you'll be able to send me like as a download?
I will send the permanent CD. Yes, you can have that permanent. So if you like to use it, okay, this is the final version.
Okay, so send me a CD.
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and send me that. And that's it for right now. If we have any more questions, I do want to do one more question with me and you. I have tomorrow actually somewhat free. I actually do some of the GPS points in there.
Yeah.
And I fixed that one street in Hopkins by actually doing the PDOP and stuff like that. I just want to let you know that was fixed. I'll go ahead and just know that please do it once adding GPS points. So I'll give you a call. When are you free? Thursday or Friday?
Give me a call and we'll solve that either day. I mean, just call me first.
All right, good. Well, okay, thank you very much. And that's all we needed.
Okay.
See you later, Guangping.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, yes.